So I'm gonna give you a story real quick, right? So I was talking to this guy and he was, made me feel real good. Oh yeah, we gonna do it. I'm like, all right, good. So we finally get to that moment, right? And he starts moving. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. I just felt him thrusting his life away like he was damn near out of fucking breath. And the whole time it was it. And I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I gotta participate too. Oh my God, if you know you that small, let us know ahead of time so we can prepare ourselves, okay? Because see, I could have put a dildo in first and had you feeling like you was really doing something because, baby, that was not where it was at. But anyway, I didn't call him back. But he did give good head. If you got a small dick, you got to make up for it with your tongue action, okay? Because this probably is going to be longer than that. Don't record me talking this shit, please. Don't record me. I'm probably talking about somebody man right now, but he got money.
Today on Be the Model, we introduce businesswoman and entrepreneur, Instagram model and YouTube sensation, the creator of the YouTube channel Party of Three, registered nurse and comedian, l.a.hope. Today we have a very special guest, registered nurse, comedian, and the founder of the YouTube channel Party of Three, Miss l.a.hope. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us today.
I'm excited.
So tell us a little bit about you, man. Who you are, and what is it that you do?
Who am I? I'm a lot of things. I'm a lot of people. I have a lot of personalities. So who am I depends on the day.
Okay.
But I do a lot of different things. Like you said, I'm a registered nurse. I'm a mom,
Nice.
Comedian, a stripper.
Everything.
I'm everything.
Which club?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. So tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, how was life growing up? What was that like with, your family life and all that?
Well, I grew up in a Haitian household, so very strict.
Yes.
But my parents were a little bit more Americanized, so they kind of gave me a little rope to kind of do me. And the whole comedy thing is, I guess, comes kind of natural because my mom was a fool and my dad is just a straight idiot. So, yeah.
Well, they'll be watching this and see what you're talking about.
Daddy.
And so what is it that you like most about being a nurse?
I like seeing that transition from someone coming in like extremely sick
Okay.
and then going home in a much better position where they're actually able to care for themselves as opposed to when they first came in.
Okay, so nursing, have you always been like want to be a healer or want to help people? Like what made you want to be a nurse basically?
I've always wanted to be a nurse. I have a degree in surgical technology as well, so I've always liked the medical field. But when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, that's what really was like my motivation and my drive.
Oh, okay, sorry to hear that.
It's life.
And so you touched on your education. What is your educational background like?
Oh gosh, all right. So Lord knows I was one of those people who went to school for everything and didn't follow through on any of it.
Yeah.
Until, I decided to go back and become a nurse. But I went to Miami-Dade, got my associates. Went to Kaiser, got my degree in surgical technology, went to Concord, got my degree in nursing, went back to St. Thomas to get my bachelor's, and I'm back at St. Thomas again to do my master's in nursing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you were a mom, so tell us a little about that.
Oh God, we gotta talk about those.
How many kids do you have?
Oh God, well that was an accident. I think I was tricked because I was fine as wine and he didn't want me out there like that. Yeah, so he impregnated me twice.
Okay.
But being a mom is awesome. I get to see like different versions of me in my children, especially like the funny side, the sophisticated side with my daughter.
Okay.
And the whole fool in my son.
All right. So was it hard juggling being a mom and full-time student or in school and also being a nurse? How was that like?
It's tough, but I think naturally, not taken away from men, but women, we're always just on the go. Like nothing is like a second thought. Like we just do it and keep it moving. Like sometimes I'll sit and be like, how am I handling all of it? But
exactly,
gotta do what I gotta do.
And what's your favorite thing about being a mom?
Just spending time with my kids. Watching them grow. From little people and all the different opportunities that they'll have in life. Just like not being able to wait to see that. Like that's. Yeah. See what they grow into.
Exactly. And so is that what got you the passion of being a mom? Got you started in creating your YouTube channel, The Party of Three? How'd you come up with that?
Okay, so originally it was just supposed to be a channel for my kids and their sister, because their dad has an older daughter who lives out of state. Okay. And I wanted to create like just memories for them. But then my kids were like really bugging me about it. Like, no, she went back home. We got to keep up with the channel. So okay. Once I actually started doing it with them, like it was just a lot of fun. Yeah. Okay. And well, how often do you post new episodes? That's tough because I have so many hustles, right? Okay. But I try my best to post at least 2 videos a week. Okay, yeah. 2 videos a week. Mm-hmm. And where can people follow you? Because everybody's going to want to follow you, see what you're doing. What different outlets you have, your social medias. Mm-hmm. Let us all know. Okay, so of course I have my Instagram, which is probably like my biggest social media outlet, l.a._hope. Okay. Facebook, same. YouTube, Party of Three. Okay. What else do I have? Snapchat also, l.a.hope, and Twitter, l.a.hope. Nice. Yeah. Nice. And do you have any plans to start any other businesses? Actually, yes. So in my past life, I always felt like I was a pimp. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking about starting an escort service. Okay, not bad. But it's gonna be official, okay? Okay, you get a lot of money in that. The hustles, okay? And where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, what I would like is to actually be retired. Because I do have a few things that I'm working on right now just within the nursing industry. Okay. And then just living my best life. Nice. Yeah. And if you could go back to your younger self and give her advice on life, love, business, what would you tell her? Be smart about your financials. Most definitely. Credit is everything in this world, right? I would just tell her to just be smart about saving money and investing and things of that nature to ensure financial freedom. And the advice, romantic advice? Child. Romantic advice. If he look good, go for it. Shit. It's all about the looks. Yes. All right. And who inspires you in life? Who inspires? My children. Your children. My children. Okay. And how would you define success? Like, what does success mean to you? Well, one, like I said, financial freedom. That's really important. I don't have to be rich, but I don't want to have to be spending and thinking about where it's coming from. That's one. And then also providing a certain type of lifestyle for my children that I didn't have. So that would be my success. Okay. And what regrets, if any, do you have up until now? Maybe being friends with certain people. Okay. But then again, I can't even say that because I think certain relationships that you have in your life mold you. Mm-hmm. So if any regrets, I would say none. Yeah, I would say none. That's good. That means you guys, you living life on the right path. No regrets, and everything's been going good so far. Yeah. Carpe diem. And I want to pick your political brain, based on what's been going on lately. Actually, what do you think about the COVID vaccine? Well, as a healthcare worker. Yes, this is your field, so we want to know. We have plenty of black people who are like, I'm not taking this vaccine. The vaccine is a chip, and all this other opinions. What is your opinion? Well, I think a lot of people, their response to the vaccine is just like hearsay. They go by word of mouth. They auntie said it, they just gonna follow through. Yeah, that's and it becomes a fact to them. With anything in life, you have to do your research, and the information is out there. You just have to be willing to look for it. So with the vaccine, I would tell anybody, do your research. If you feel like it's something for you after doing that research, you can make an informed decision and go for it.
And what would you tell any young girl out there who's trying to get into the medical field and wants some advice from a medical professional like yourself? What advice would you give them going into that field?
Be prepared for everything. I've seen some crazy stuff.
Okay.
I've been chased by naked, crazy people.
Wow.
I done, seen just everything open during surgery. Like, you see so many different things. So just be ready to see everything. And if you have that motivation, you have that drive, you think you can handle it, you have that stomach for it, then most definitely go for it.
Okay, so we like your outfit today. Can you stand up and show us this outfit? This is l.a.hope.
I've been eating air all day just to make sure I was good for this.
Okay, nice style.
I'm very laid back. I mean, normally you'll see me maybe in some sweatpants or some sneakers. I love sneakers. I'm a big sneakerhead.
Okay, so you're more
Tomboy.
You're a tomboy, yeah. Okay. Well, this is Women's Month anyway, so congratulations to all the ladies. We not forget to mention that.
That's right.
And staying in a political conversation, what do you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement? What's going on with that, George Floyd, and basically black men? How would you, what advice would you give them in this atmosphere that's going right now in 2021?
To be completely honest, I think it's kind of crazy that we have to have this conversation in 2021. I mean, it's been years since slavery and, us finally being, I guess, equal.
Okay.
That now in 2021, it's like we're reverting back, right? Yeah. What I would stress to all my young black men, but also my young black women, is hold yourself accountable. I feel like if you have respect for yourself, there are a lot of situations that you won't be caught up in.
Okay.
I was always a hothead growing up. I actually got arrested.
Okay.
Being a hothead. And I look back at that moment and I just say to myself, had I just held my composure and remembered the amount of respect and integrity that I have, I wouldn't have been in that position.
Okay.
But Black Lives Matter is it's a touchy topic because I see where things could have been prevented. But like I said, respect yourself, hold your composure, know who you are, and kind of stray away from situations that you can keep yourself away from.
Exactly. That's nice. Good. Great advice. Yeah. And another thing, when we hit relationship advice, the other day we was having a conversation, me and my crew, and we was talking about the woman's role and men's roles in relationship and how these days relationships aren't lasting. So basically, what's your opinion on should relationships be 50-50? Because women these days, they work. Well, men, of course, work. So women are feeling like because they work, they don't maybe have to come home and tend to their man or do anything extra in terms of cooking or cleaning. And men are expecting their woman to come home and do those things and also be there for them romantically. And women these days are saying they're tired. Basically, what's your opinion on that? And should relationships be 50-50? Should it should be more of the man leading the relationship? What do you think?
So speaking from an independent woman's standpoint.
Okay, independence.
And I say this because I've always been, the girl who made sure she did what she had to do so that way she wouldn't have to depend on a man. Hence, going to school, becoming a nurse. So I have, if I had to take care of my kids solely by myself, by the grace of God, that career allows me to do so, right? But when it comes to the roles in a relationship, I feel like the man is the head of the household, right? That's not taking anything away from us women because they're the head, but essentially we're the ones that really keep things going, because we do the cooking, we do the cleaning, we do the washing, we tend to the kids, and we work 80 hours plus just like you guys.
Yeah.
But I do think a man should be more understanding and he should help out because if I just worked a long shift, 12, 13 hours and I gotta come home and clean and cook, I I ain't trying to touch you. Only thing I'm trying to touch is my pillow.
I hear you.
So if I come home and
But doesn't that cause problems?
not necessarily. It depends on the type of man you're dealing with.
If you're doing 80 hours plus, so which night is,
Okay, so here's me. I'm spontaneous. I'm not gonna schedule, a booty call with my man. Like it's fun. Thursday at 9 o'clock. We're not doing that. It's very spontaneous. But I just feel like if you come home, you see a few things need to be done. Why not just do it? Because when I get home, I hop in the shower, make sure that cocoa is where it needs to be. And we can do what we do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be a compromise.
I hear
That's
you.
the biggest thing, a compromise.
So you do believe in coming home, and you do believe in cooking for your man.
I love to cook. I love to see my man well fed.
Nice.
And I do like to cater to my man, but you can't do that with all men. Some of y'all crazy.
Okay. And what's your ethnic background?
My ethnic background. So my mom is Haitian and Cuban, and my dad is straight Haitian.
Okay, that's a good mix. Yeah. So would you say your culture, being Haitian, was that kind of drive you, or that kind of mold you to be the woman you were today?
Most definitely, especially when it comes to like relationships, because I watched my mom, cater to my dad, and she worked a full schedule as well, took care of myself and my sister, but still made time to cook, clean, wash, and do things I don't really care to imagine with my dad.
Okay. And going to your comedy, do you see yourself doing stand-up anytime soon or in the future? And where can people see your comedy? Because I've seen a lot of your comedy.
I've been asked about this stand-up thing, quite a bit. I'm open to it all.
Okay.
And if you want to see me do like crazy stuff and talk trash, you would have to go to my Instagram. Like I said, it's l.a._hope. And all my stuff is like super random. Like I'm in the car and I'm thinking about, why don't I talk about dudes with small cocks? Like, I know hitting some points for some because, they got to really deal with that. But it just be like super random. And it's one and done. I record it. And I'm just like, whatever. Post it. If they like it, great. If not, well, next video.
So that's on your Instagram?
That's on my Instagram, yes. And sometimes I'll post it also on my Facebook.
Nice. Okay, and what was your Instagram again?
l.a._hope.
l.a._hope. l.a.hope.
That's me.
Okay, and final question.
Yeah. I know you about to ask me something. He's a final question.
Hey, it's real.
Mortal Kombat, finish him.
There you go. What does be the model mean to you?
Be the model means, it has so many meanings. For me, it would be being the role model.
Okay.
I feel like growing up, other than my mom, I didn't really have any other person or figure that I could look at and be like, this is that foundation that I want to, follow. So I want to be a positive role model. I want to show little girls everywhere you can do what you want to do. You can be what you want to be. You can go the educational route like I did and, do great things. Or if you want to be an entrepreneur, you can do that as well. Nice. The way I compose myself, how I respect myself, how I raise my children. Like I want other, like I said, girls to see that and know that they can do it all. So nice.
That's a great answer. So there you have it. Miss l.a.hope. Follow her on all social medias, all platforms. Check her out. She's funny as hell. Follow her. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Party of 3.
Please subscribe.
All right, and give her a thumbs up, guys. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel, Be the Model. Thank you for joining us out here, and be great.
Look at this. I be all in the mirror just touching myself. Yeah. Lord knows I'm getting up next. I might do a little nip and tuck. Oh my God. Ain't nothing wrong with a nip and tuck. Suck it out and put it in there. Oh God, they ain't gonna be able to take me. Oh Jesus Christ. If y'all let me put a big ass on me, bitch, I'll be naked every day. I'm going to work naked with my stethoscopes. Who am I to take care of? Everybody, cardiac monitor gonna be on the roof. Ma'am, you cannot come to the building like that. Yes, I can. Yes, the fuck I can.
Damn.
Oh, good. My pose.